Good evening, Nigeria, Africa, and the world. You're welcome to the Big Picture Game Show series, and I'm your host, Bright Wonder Obasi. This season of the show is dedicated to the fight against the global pandemic that has held the world hostage in the 21st century, and it is themed Stay Alive with the hashtag The Fall of COVID-19. The contestants are competing for a grand prize of 250,000 naira for palliative. Of course, there's provision for you, our esteemed viewers, to be a part of the show and win 5,000 naira weekly to help you cushion the effects of the pandemic. The audience question will be asked at the end of each episode of the show and sometimes within the show. So as new episodes of the show drops on our YouTube channel every Friday by 7 p.m., be the first to watch, like, share, and leave a comment. Don't forget to turn on the notification button so you get notified when new episodes of the show drops on the channel. Also, don't forget to follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Big Picture SH for updates. If you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, come on, go ahead and do that right now. So right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we return, we'll be joining our two contestants who are waiting to battle it out in studio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, and now it's time to get into the questions. Mr. Oselume, you go first.
Question 1.
Question number 1. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by A, a bacteria, B, Anopheles mosquito, C, coronavirus, and D, a political jagaban.
Sorry, sir. Can I pick two answers?
No, you can't pick two answers. You can only pick one answer.
Okay. C.
Is that your final answer?
For now.
For now. Final answer, option C. And option C is correct. You have 5 marks. Naomi, your question.
Question 5.
Question number 5. COVID-19 is spread through all of these except A, a handshake, B, coughing, C, touching of eyes, nose, and mouth, and D, houseflies.
D, houseflies.
Houseflies is correct. You have 5 marks. Oselume, your question.
Question 2.
Question number 2. One of these is not a symptom of COVID-19. A, high fever, B, hunger, C, coughing, and D, difficulty breathing.
Sir, are these all the options?
Yeah, these are all the options. Why?
Because the answer is not here.
Unfortunately, for every question provided, the options have the answer.
No, I think this one has a mistake.
Mr. Oselume, you have 10 seconds left.
Hunger.
Hunger is the correct answer. You have 5 marks. You don't seem excited. Is there a problem?
Yeah, because I don't think that's the correct answer.
And why is that? High fever, difficulty breathing, coughing are all symptoms of COVID-19.
So it's hunger.
Of course, hunger is not a symptom of COVID-19.
Well, maybe where you live in VGC, but where I live, hunger is a symptom of COVID-19, especially since the lockdown.
Okay, so I get it. Actually, hunger can be an effect of the pandemic. It can cause hunger, but it doesn't mean hunger is a symptom of COVID-19. I mean, according to WHO recommendation.
Well, for us, we have classified it as a symptom, and the WHO does not live in our neighborhood.
Well, that's an interesting one. Naomi, let's get to your question.
Question 7.
Question number 7. All this can protect you from contracting the coronavirus except A, stay at home, B, washing of hands regularly, C, use of hand sanitizer, and D, drinking alcohol.
D, drinking alcohol.
Drinking alcohol is the correct answer. You have 5 marks. Now you seem to have this thing with picking up numbers with favorable questions.
It is grace. Yes. It's not something you can buy from the grocery store. It is a result of intimate relationship between father and daughter. Yes, I pick the answers as I am led. You see, 5 represent JESUS, and 7, on the 7th day, God rested.
Wow. And I presume this grace help you pick easy answers? Or
It's
easy
not
questions?
a matter of the question being easy. It's a matter of revelation. It has been revealed unto me. Deep calleth unto deep. I don't expect a carnal mind to understand it.
Well, Mr. Oselume, your question.
Thank you, sir. Question 9.
Question 9. Children who contract the COVID-19 virus is most likely due to A. Poor parental upbringing, B. Oversabi, C. Excessive watching of monster cartoon, and D. Exposure to the virus.
Oversabi.
Sorry, I'll take the question again. Children who contract the COVID-19 virus is most likely due to A. Poor parental upbringing, B. Oversabi, C.
Oversabi.
What makes you think Oversabi is the answer?
Because children of nowadays, they feel like they know everything more than you. Even their parents, they feel like they know everything, including the things that happened before independence, because of this useless technology and internet. If it's not Oversabi, what will make a child not listen to his or her parents to stay at home and stay safe until this thing is conquered and won? It's Oversabi. That's it.
So your final answer is Oversabi.
Yes, Oversabi.
So final answer, Oversabi. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
I think we are at a juncture in the country where we all need to be seeing the big picture. And that big picture is that if there is no country, then there is no us. Now, the MacArthur Foundation is a US-based foundation. We've been in Nigeria for more than 25 years, so we've been making grants for, I think, about 3 decades now.
Welcome to the Big Picture Game Show series with Bright Wonder. The theme for this season is Stay Alive with the hashtag The Fall of COVID-19. Remember, you can be a part of the show by answering the audience question, which will be given at the end of each episode of the show, and you can win 5,000 Naira palliative every week to help you cushion the effect of the pandemic. Also, don't forget to follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Big Picture SH. Now let's get back to our 2 contestants, Ms. Oselume and Ms. Naomi. Before we went on break, Mr. Oselume had his question, and the question reads thus: children who contract the COVID-19 virus is most likely due to A. Poor parental upbringing, B. Oversabi, C. excess watching of monster cartoon, and D. exposure to the virus. And Mr. Oselume went with the option B. Oversabi. Poor parental upbringing is not the correct answer. Because that does not directly influence a child contacting the coronavirus. Also, excessive watching of monster cartoon, option C, is not the correct answer. Yeah, that might have a psychological effect on the child, but that doesn't mean it makes a child contact the coronavirus. And then, option B, Oversabi. Now, Oversabi is a situation where a child refuse to take instruction from parents or guidance because they feel they know too much. But unfortunately, that does not directly throw the child at the virus, and so it's not the correct answer. Option D, exposure to the virus, is the correct answer. Sorry, Mr. Oselume.
Wait, but it's Oversabi that makes the child exposed to the virus now.
Yeah, exposure to the virus can be as a result of a lot of other reasons other than Oversabi, so that's not the correct answer. Ms. Naomi, your question.
Question 3.
Question number 3. According to WHO, that's the World Health Organization, which of these can help prevent someone from contracting the coronavirus? A, a face mask. B, 21 days prayer and fasting. C, hot pepper soup. And D, drinking bleach.
B, 21 days prayer and fasting.
21 days prayer and fasting. Why that answer?
Why not? You know, it makes me to laugh anytime I look at people across the social media try to use their tiny human wisdom to interpret and bring solution to this pandemic, and yet the hospitals and morgue are being filled with patients and dead bodies respectively. And then you see them running helter-skelter, trying to bring a solution to a problem they have refused to acknowledge the source. They should continue to run helter-skelter.
So, in other words, are you saying that this pandemic is a spiritual disruption?
I will answer your question. Do you believe that the spiritual control the physical?
Well, I'm familiar with that conversation.
Do you also know that when the cloud is filled with rain, it will pour on the earth?
Sure, that's basic geography.
Thank you. It is also basic sense to know that when the cloud is filled with the iniquities of humanity, it will rain back to the earth. Because whatever is brought about by spiritual disruption can only be fixed by spiritual intervention.
Oh, that sounds very spiritual.
Yes, of course it is. I don't expect a carnal mind to understand it.
So, it's your final answer, 21 days prayer
Final
and fasting.
answer, 21 days prayer and fasting.
So, final answer, B, 21 days prayer and fasting. "21 days prayer and fasting" is not the correct answer, I'm sorry. The correct answer to that question is A, using a face mask, according to WHO recommendation.
I do not take my recommendation from WHO. I take my recommendation from God.
Well, the world does take recommendation from WHO.
Well, I am not of the world.
At least you're here for now. And there are no powers but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. I guess that's your scriptures, right?
Sir, please, my chairman, please, can we just deal with those of us that are in this world? This is not a witchcraft program. Anybody who don't want to be this world, make it go aside. Please, I need this palliative.
All right, let's continue. Your question, Mr. Oselume.
Question number 4.
Question number 4. Which of these cannot contract the coronavirus? A, children. B, fine girls. C, doctors. D, none of the above.
Fine guess.
Fine girls, is that your final answer?
Well, this, this pandemic is not transferred by sexual distance. You understand? So, final answer. No, wait. Sorry. D, none of the above. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
D is the correct answer. You have 5 marks. Naomi, your question.
Question 10.
Question number 10. Which of these is a drug recommended by WHO as a cure for COVID-19? A, chloroquine. B, tramadol. C, COVID queen. And D, none.
Which one?
D, none.
D is correct. You have 5 marks. Currently, there is no vaccine recommended by WHO for the cure of COVID-19. However, research and development is still going on to develop a vaccine. Oselume, your question.
Question number 6.
Question number 6. Here we go. People who are positive with the COVID-19 virus but do not show signs are said to be A, systematic. B, COVID chromatic. C, monochromatic. And D, asymptomatic.
I want to use a lifeline.
Which of the lifelines?
50 by 50. So 50-50.
50-50. Computer, delete 2 of the answers and leave 1 correct answer and 1 wrong answer.
COVID chromatic.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer. COVID chromatic.
Final answer B, COVID chromatic. COVID chromatic is the wrong answer, unfortunately. The right answer to that question is option D, asymptomatic. People are said to be asymptomatic when they test positive to a disease but are yet to show visible signs. This is why we're all advised to be very careful throughout the period of the pandemic, because a lot of people around us are likely to be asymptomatic.
Sorry, sir. So who are the people that are COVID chromatic?
I doubt there's a word as COVID chromatic.
So why is the answer there? Who put the answer there? This is a serious injustice now. It's not a good thing to do now.
Mr. Oselume, the truth about it is that this is a quiz and any question, any options are allowed, and it's left to you to choose what answer or what option is correct. Naomi, let's get to you, your question. Actually, your final question being question 8.
Yes, question 8.
So question 8, there you go. When was the index case of COVID-19 recorded in Nigeria? A, February 17th, 2020. B, February 27th, 2020. C, March 11th, 2020. And D, March 22nd, 2020. Naomi, you have 15 seconds left. You still have a lifeline. You can use it.
A, February 17, 2020.
Is that your final answer?
Wait. B, February 27, 2020.
You still have a lifeline to use.
I have personal lifeline. February 27, 2020. Final answer.
Final answer B, February 27th, 2020. I'll take that question again. When was the index case of COVID-19 recorded in Nigeria? A, February 17, 2020. B, February 27, 2020. C, March 11, 2020. And D, March 22nd, 2020. The answer to that question is not March 22nd, 2020. And it is not March 11th, 2020. The answer to that question is between February 17th and February 27th. And Naomi went for B, February 27th, 2020. But unfortunately, February 27th. The correct answer, you're right, February 27th, 2020. Actually, the index case of COVID-19 in Nigeria was recorded February 27th, 2020 in Lagos. I'm actually going to save us more on that because subsequent episode of the show will be revealing more on this. So we've come to the end of the first contest in the preliminaries of the Big Picture Show. And at the end of this contest, Oselume earned a total of 15 marks, while Naomi earned a total of 20 marks, which makes her the winner of this very first contest of the show. Our next two contestants will be coming up in our next episode of the show. You don't want to miss that. So, this is it on today's episode of the Big Picture Show, brought to you by Film for Impact Foundation in partnership with Impact Studio and High Definition Film Studios. We hope you enjoyed the show. To enjoy more episodes of the Big Picture Show, subscribe to our YouTube channel at FFIF TV, when new episodes of the show drop every Friday by 7 p.m. Watch, like, share, and leave a comment. Don't forget to turn on the notification button so you get notified when new episodes of the show drop on the channel. And also, don't forget to follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Big Picture SH for updates. Finally, it has become obvious that the COVID-19 may not be going away anytime soon. And confronted by the realities of hunger and other economic meltdown, we are all being compelled to return back to work because the bills are real. However, as we begin to gradually return back to our places of work, market, business, school, or wherever, let's not forget that our world is no longer what it was months back before COVID-19. The virus is still out there, and we might have to live with this virus for a little while until a vaccine is found for it. And so to stay alive, let's continue maintaining good hygiene as recommended by NCDC and WHO. Keep washing your hands regularly with soap and water. Use alcohol-based sanitizer. Maintain physical and social distancing, especially as we return to work in your places of work, market, or wherever you find yourself. And above all, keep a positive attitude. And should you or anyone around you experience any symptoms of high fever, cough, difficulty breathing, please don't hesitate to call the NCDC number on your screen. Okay, so here we are, the segment that you have been waiting for, the audience question. Here it goes. Within the episode, what was Naomi's first response to this question? The index case of coronavirus in Nigeria was recorded when? A. February 17th, 2020. B. February 27th, 2020. C. March 11th, 2020. And D. March 22nd, 2020. Remember, it's fastest finger first. Thanks very much for watching, and please stay alive, stay safe, and see you at the next episode.